Hello and welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to update data that's already in our database table, and so I'm going to show you how to do that. First of all, though, if you are enjoying this series, please comment, like, and subscribe. The majority of my viewers are still not subscribed to my channel, so if that's you, please help me out and hit subscribe and like and comment. Let's get some conversation going. All right, so here we go. In the terminal, let's go ahead and fire up examp. So sudo opt lamp examp start, put in my password, and now it is up and running. I'm gonna go ahead and connect to my my MySql prompt by typing in /opt lamp bin MySql -u root. And now I am there, and I'm going to go ahead and use my database. So we'll do use db, and now we are connected to our database example, and we can do show tables, and you can see we have our users table here. So now if we go ahead and type select star from users, semicolon, enter, you can see our table that we have and the data that we have stored in our table. So let's say I want to update a row here, and let's say I want to add Tony's email address. Well, what we do is we use a command called update. So we'll type in update, and then you tell it the table name. So this is users, so we're updating the table of users. And then what we're going to do is type set, and then we're going to set email equal to, and for now let's just do null. Now don't follow along with what I'm doing here, because what's going to happen is when I do this, it's actually going to set all of my rows email equal to null, because the way the update function works is it's everything that matches your query, it will update. So I'm going to run this, and what you'll notice is it's going to actually clear out my email in the Curtis one, and that's not what I intended, but I want to show that just to show you what happens. And if you looked here, it looks like only one row is affected, but that's because the rest of them were already null. So let's go ahead now and do select star from users, and now you can see that the email is null for all of these. So I'm going to go ahead now, let's show you how to update just one row. So what I want to do is I want to update, actually let's update all of them. So we could do, well, let's just update mine again. So we can do update users set email equal to parhamcurtis@mailinator.com, and then to dive in and tell it like exactly which one we're talking about, we use the where clause. This is a where statement. So you type where, and then we could do all sorts of things. We could say where fname is equal to Curtis. We could do that, but if we had multiple rows in our database that had the first name of Curtis, it would set all of the emails to that. So the safest thing to do, remember that our ID is going to be unique. So the best thing to do in this case is say where ID is equal to 1, semicolon, enter. And now you can see that it made one row matched, so it affected one row. And now if I select star from users, you can see that the email has been updated for Curtis. So now let's update the email for Tony. Well, let's do it for Benjamin first. So we look here and we can see that Benjamin's ID is 5. So we can say update users set email equal to parhambenjamin@mailinator.com, and then we can't forget our where clause, where ID is equal to 5, semicolon, select star from users. And now we can see that Benjamin has parhambenjamin@mailinator.com as his email address. So let's update Tony, and we're going to add her phone number and email. So let's look at how that is. So Tony has an ID of 2. So, and let's actually give her a password as well. So what we're going to do is say update users. So that's the table we're updating. Update users set, and now we can do a list. We can do a lot of things. So let's set her password equal to secret, comma, and now we can just add more. So let's say phone equal, and then we could say 555 space 123-7856, comma, and then I'm going to update her email as well to parhamtony@mailinator.com, and I'll do a semicolon. And now this would actually, I don't want to do this because if I fired this off, it would set all of my rows to that. So we need to do our where clause. So we're going to say where ID is equal to 2. We'll hit enter. And now you see that it has one row affected, which is what we want. And if we do a select star from users again, now you can see Tony has a password of secret, she has a phone number, and she has an email address. So that is how we can update rows. Just make sure to be careful when you're updating and make sure you're using the where clause or the where statement with your update statement to make sure you're updating only the rows that you intend to update, because it's very easy to update them all. In fact, you know, if I would say, just give you an example, I'm going to break it on purpose. I could say update users set password equal to secret. And if I did that in my live database and I go ahead and select star from users now, you can see that I've changed the password for all of my users to secret, which is not necessarily what we want to do. So make sure that you're using some sort of where statement, and we'll show more examples of how to use the where statement, but you want to make sure that you're specifying only the content or only the rows in the table that you want to update. So to go ahead and get out of here, I'm going to go ahead and exit. And now it says bye, and let's shut down our XAMPP server by running the stop command, and I'll hit clear, and we will be ready for the next video. So in the next video, I think what we're going to do is start looking deeper into the select statement and looking at more powerful things that we can do with that, and looking more into the where command as well, so that we can build up more powerful query statements. And so yeah, again guys, please comment, like, subscribe, let me know what you think, and this isn't that hard, is it? I mean, the database is, we're just storing data, and to update we type update, to select we type select, to insert we type insert. So they really made it very easy on us to manipulate and get information from our database. So I hope you're enjoying the course so far. We'll continue on with, we're going to learn a few more things about the database, and then we're going to be ready to build our first project from the ground up using everything we've learned up until this point. So I'm excited to get going on that, but we have to get through all of the basics first. So I think our next chapter, we're actually going to build a login and registration system using HTML, CSS, PHP, and MySQL. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next video.